If the pilots had known what this routine flight would turn into, they might never have lifted the landing gear off the ground. The plane took off into the sky in clear weather, operating normally without the slightest deviation. There were dozens of passengers in the cabin, families, business travelers, children. Everything was going according to plan, but then, at an altitude of about 30,000 feet, communication suddenly broke off. There was no response to the controller's request, no distress signal, just silence. More than 40 years passed. The plane was declared missing, an investigation was conducted, and insurance was paid out. But one day, early in the morning, it landed at an old, long-abandoned airfield. Everyone on board was alive. A medical examination showed that their bodies had not aged a single day. According to them, the flight lasted just over 2 hours. They were certain they had arrived on schedule. This case shocked even the most skeptical experts. How could a plane that disappeared in the mid-20th century appear without any identification signals in a completely different time? And most importantly, how can we explain the fact that, for the people on board, time seemed to have stopped? But the real horror did not begin at the moment of landing. It came later, when it turned out that no one could find any trace of this incident. No flight data, no radar records, no reports from monitoring services. Only the account of the airfield guard and a single frame from a surveillance camera. However, even that was not the most inexplicable thing. The ghost landing, the abandoned airfield surrounded by tall grass and leaning communication towers, had long become a place visited only by curious teenagers or